Did you understand the narrative of the music video?
Yes, I understand it perfectly and it fitted very well with the lyrics.
Did you think the setting was appropriate for the narrative, and did this suit the genre of music?
The setting was absolutely perfect, from the opening leading up to the whole, just set.
Did all aspects of mise-en-scène, so costume, props, lighting, complement the narrative and reflect the social class within it?
Yes, the actual costumes and the setting was perfect for the idea of the video, and you knew that you was watching someone of the upper classes, and the young girl was probably a maid in the hall. Yes.
And so with the lighting, there was quite a lot of mood lighting in it. Do you think that portrayed sort of meanings within?
Yeah, it was dark in places, but it was appropriate to the lyrics, yes.
Do you think it helped to set the tone of the sort of love kind of lyrics that was in it?
Yeah, you could tell the young girl was unhappy with the idea that she was not up to his class.
You have seen the original Paloma Faith video. Was mine original and unique in comparison to this, and why?
Yes, totally different. The first video, the original video, was all about a previous lover and a trophy wife, and that she wasn't good enough, or he was comparing her constantly. This video is all about the love that a man has for his mother, and the young girl of a lower class knows that she's not up to that standard, so is constantly comparing herself to his mother.
Did I use typical conventions for this genre of music effectively?
Yes, the lyrics portray a love song, and the way that you portrayed it, really, although you followed the normal lines, you've done it as like a mini movie. So we have got a middle and an end, but the storyline is as a mini movie.
And did you think that there was good use of lip syncing scenes within it?
Yes, the lip syncing, I thought personally, was very, very good.
And also I'd got the sort of matching the music to the action, so the footsteps within it.
Excellent, excellent, yes.
So the scenes that was used within this video was like general conventions, although you have said that I have challenged it.
Yes, it's basically following that same line as a normal video where you have got a love story portrayed, but yes, it's gone further than that.
Do you think my camera angles and movement helped portray the narrative?
Yes, there's some clever use of the actual movement of the camera. Some of it was low down looking up, which to me just was showing that the maid was like really lower down when she was on her hands and knees particularly, and the young man was looking down on her. And there was other angles where the zooming in and zooming out I thought were very clever in the narrative.
Was the zoom in particularly on each person individually?
Yes, it depended in the lyrics which particular one that they were following, but they all responded nicely to whichever part it was.
At the video, the use of mirrors was significant. What did you think to this?
I like that very much. There was several shots, particularly of the mother, where she was looking into the mirror and looking quite wistful. But in each shot where the mirrors were, it really reflected nicely whatever part of the lyric was being sung, yes.
Did the editing effects and techniques I used portray the storyline and create meanings within the video?
Yeah, I liked the way that you was doing the past and present, you know, in the editing it was like in black and white in places. So you knew full well where you were with the actual storyline. But yes, in the part where the mother was walking down the corridor was excellent, and it just gelled nicely with the whole video.
What are your overall comments and favourite clips within the video?
The overall comments from me are it was excellent from start to finish. The whole storyline was portrayed nicely. There's too many parts of it that I really like, so I can't say one in particular, but because the story tells the love of a son for his mother, and that the young girl understands that and she's there for him. I think the whole thing says nicely that he will pull through.
Do you think that different audiences can create different meanings from the way that they interpret the story?
No, not necessarily, because it's very clear from the lyrics and the actual filming. The whole story is very clear. So yeah, although it's a upper class, lower class type of a thing, the love behind it all, for the boy and his mother and the girl and the boy, it all comes through very, very nicely. So yes, it's a good take on the actual lyrics.
Did you understand the narrative of the music video?
Yes, the story was very good.
Did you think the setting was appropriate for the narrative, and did this suit the genre of music?
Yeah, the surrounding area was fantastic and the location was superb.
Did all aspects of mise-en-scène, so costume, props and lighting, complement the narrative and reflect the social class within it?
Yeah, very much so, because obviously the setting lended itself, all your props and everything were there, whether it was dining room shot, whether it was a bedroom shot, out in the grounds. Your costumes were fantastic because you've got like made outfits. Some of the costumes were like period costumes, and yeah, just the overall setting again, I suppose.
What about the lighting?
Yeah, the lighting was quite good as well. Quite soft lighting in places, and obviously certain areas where you needed a bit more light. You chose those very good.
Did I use typical conventions for this genre of music effectively?
Yes, you managed to get all your lip syncing, perfect time alignments, even down to the footsteps in one particular part of the music video looked like it was real footsteps, but it was actually timed to the music, which was very good.
Do you think I filmed it well in the sense that the camera was always following the artist who was the main character of the story?
Yes, it was, and then obviously the way that you snipped from one shot to another and back, whichever was the main artist at that time, yeah.
Do you think my camera angles and movement helped to portray the storyline?
Yeah, very much so, because you've got different angles, not just straight shots in, stood upright on tripods or anything. You were sort of down low, shots upstairs of people walking up steps, shots from sort of up in the upper bedrooms, filming out into the grounds, and then obviously the tracking scene right at the very start where you was tracking up the drive was very good as well.
Throughout the video, the use of mirrors was significant. What did you think to this?
Very good idea, worked very well through quite a few of the shots. So obviously you didn't just see the main character, you were seeing surrounding areas reflecting and other things going off in the background too. Did
the editing effects and techniques portray the storyline and create meanings within the video?
Yep, it was good the way that you'd sort of gone from present tense to past tense in the black and white and the colour variation, and obviously the part where somebody was going to die and it all went blurry as if it passed out.
What was your overall comments and favourite clips within the video?
Don't think I could pick a favourite bit because it was all very, very good. Like the whole thing, from the tracking up the drive at the very start to the different shots through the gardens, inside, the setting was just outstanding. The shots of all the different rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, stair shots from inside, from upstairs down out into the grounds, just everything about it was just excellent.
Did you understand the narrative of the music video?
Yes, very easily.
Did you think the setting was appropriate for the narrative, and did this suit the genre of music?
The setting was perfect, both the old house and the graveyard.
Did all aspects of mise-en-scène, so costume, props, lighting, complement the narrative and reflect the social class within it?
Yes, it was very fitting, especially the costumes and the props within the old house.
You have seen the original Paloma Faith video. Was mine original and unique in comparison?
Yes, I thought the story you told was very clever, the difference between a love story and a love triangle.
I used typical conventions for this type of music effectively.
Yes, the footsteps matched really well with those on the track, the clink of the glasses with the bang as the mother dies.
Do you think my camera angles and movement helped portray the storyline?
Yes, the picking up the pieces of the glass at the same time as the words, also the looking through the window and the approach while travelling up the drive.
Throughout the video, the use of mirrors was significant. What did you think to this?
I thought the use of mirrors was brilliant, especially from the change from maid to mother.
Did the editing effects and techniques portray the storyline and create meanings within the video?
Definitely, the shot on top of another shot helped tell the story.
Did you think that the blur where she was about to die was significant because obviously you could tell that she was going to die?
Yes, definitely.
What was your overall comments and favourite clips within the video?
I absolutely loved the video, and my favourite clips would have to be the clink of the glasses and the scene at the bottom of the stairs where the maid gets the chance to explain herself.